November Alpha 7 Victor, this is November Alpha 1 Sierra Sierra, how copy, over? This is a national laboratory, and so we do all kinds of science. We do science on people, we do science on things like materials and water, we do science that's looking out at the solar system and looking for the origins of the universe, and we do science that's looking back down at the Earth. Hey, Kate, that's a great question. You know, we do bring some animals up as part of our scientific research. For example, we've had mice and we've had fish, we've had ants, but if I had a choice, I'd like to bring a bird up because I'd like to see how a bird would handle being in microgravity. Over. Hi, Olivia. Learn how to work in our spacesuits, the robotic arm, but one of the hardest things, because this is an international space station, we also have to learn other languages, and so I had to learn Russian, and that was pretty hard for me. Over. Alexa, question. When you're floating in space, it's a little bit, you know, because of gravity. So up here, it's like swimming, but you don't get the blood rushing to your head when you turn upside down. Over. That's one of them is the cupola, but probably my favorite is the SpaceX Crew Dragon Resilience. That's the vehicle that brought us up here, and it's also where I sleep at night, and so I get to look out the windows every day. Over. Hi, Brianna. That's really hard to pick just one person because there are so many people that I'm grateful for. However, I would have to say my wife, Julie, who's been with me ever since I had this dream to become an astronaut, and so it's great to be able to share it with her. Over. Hi, Anthony. So that's a tradition that goes way back into human spaceflight where crews would pick something that once you got into microgravity into space, it would start to float, and we call it a zero-G indicator. And so we selected Baby Yoda because, well, we really like Baby Yoda, and he makes us smile. Over. It's a very good question, Sydney, and we're very concerned about fire up here. And so one of the ways that we would put out the fire, we do have extinguishers, but one of the other ways we put out the fire is by turning off all the airflow on station, and then we can starve the fire. So it doesn't necessarily float. It's going to be connected to something that's burning, but that's how we set it out or put out the fire, is by starving it of oxygen. Over. Hey, Aaron, that's a great question. And my goal is that one day you are walking on the moon or maybe Mars. Over. Hi, Ethan. That can be a very scary time when you're taking off because you're sitting on a lot of fuel there. That's basically it's a controlled explosion. but you're kind of busy because you're monitoring everything as you're taking off. So you're worrying about your procedures and monitoring all of the data that's coming in and telling you how well the rocket's doing as you're going up. Over. Hi, Luke. There's a couple things I miss about space. One is just the views, and then we talked a little bit about floating earlier as well, and that is something that is just so unique and so special that it never gets old. It usually takes a couple of weeks to readapt to Earth, though there are certain things like our bones get weaker, and that can take much longer. Over. Kaylee, I haven't gotten to spend that much time in space, but it's a very special home, and so I'm coming up on having spent about, I don't know, 250 days or so in space, but it is a very special home. Over. Hi, Olivia. Well, you know, I kind of have a sweet tooth, and so probably my favorite is we have this apricot cobbler that's really good. Over. So, okay, we actually like to do also looking down at the earth and taking pictures of like our home or special places where our friends live, and then we also we like to